Can I talk a little bit more about Texas too?
Yeah.
Just to point out, there are also reports I'm seeing on Twitter, and god damn them if this is true, that ICE is at that fucking school in ICE uniforms. I haven't seen any proof. I've seen posts that DHS is there and ICE is part of DHS. But if ICE is there in ICE uniforms, fuck y'all. At this school that is heavily Latino, you got parents that are afraid to go there. You got parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles afraid to go there because they don't want to get deported. If that's true, that's just what I'm seeing on Twitter. I have not confirmed it, but if, holy shit, awful. Cruelty is the policy.
What is this country's like? Why does this country get such a hard on for being mean? I don't get it. Where's the compassion? Where is the empathy? Where is the, like, just a timeout, right? Like, we can get back to murdering, deporting each other, killing each other, hating each other. Yeah, we can't take a timeout and just let these families come and find their children.
At least old school.
It's disgusting.
At least the old school country club Republicans, the George Bush Republicans, and fuck them.
Yeah.
At least them, they at least tried to sell people on the idea of compassionate conservatism. Now, empathy and compassion is viewed as weakness, and you have to be cruel in order to show people you're a tough guy.
Right. Well, that's why this is not the Reagan Republicans that we thought were psychotic, but not maybe purely evil. And now we know that was just the precursor to what we see now. It's just one big moment. This is who they've always been. And the reason you know that, because this is what they've given birth to. So you are what you make. And the whole thing is shameful. And it's like people can't even catch their breaths from shootings. You can't even catch your breath. It's so many of them. As I'm scouring the news, I'm looking at different news from different states and even from different countries reporting on these things. And you're jumping from shooting to shooting to I'm like, wait a minute, is this the Brooklyn shooting we're talking about? Or is the shooting on the train of the corporate guy who was just sitting there and this guy just opened fire? Or are we talking about the Buffalo shooting? I'm getting confused between the shootings. And I'm sure in the meantime, the police are still killing Black people, but we haven't even had a chance to find out what's going on there because we're too busy dealing with this. Oh, and there's a war in the Ukraine, by the way. Isn't Ghislaine Maxwell still on trial? Can we see the public records to that, please? Aren't there a lot of names on those lists? But no, I've heard more about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard than I'm going to hear about all of this combined. To tell you the truth, it's just pitiful. I really have limited how much American news I watch anymore and listen to.
Another woman pointed out on Twitter, at Betty Bowers, Texas doesn't have a hotline if you see a man go into an elementary school classroom with a AR-15. They don't have a hotline if you see somebody walk into a school with a gun. Okay. But they do have a hotline if you see a woman go into a Planned Parenthood parking lot with her car. You can call the hotline for that.
Oh, okay. Good luck, Texas. Good luck. That's my least favorite state.
These are the same.
I've been to Texas a couple of times. I've had a great time in Texas. I was actually with a group of friends from New York. We went there to celebrate a bachelor party and attend a wedding. And all of that was fine and good. But let me tell you something. I'm not a huge fan of Texas as an institution.
I was just going to point out one other thing. These are the same people that voted not that long ago to allow people to have guns in bars.
Yes.
Which means a bar is not, these people are supposed to be the ones that support free enterprise, right? Small government. No, a bar is not allowed to say that you cannot bring this gun into this bar.
So now we need people running around drunk with guns. See, I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of that. Like, to me, I don't want to live someplace where I need guns to go to the market or to the bar. Why are you living someplace where you need to live like that? This is not the Congo. I mean, this is ridiculous. If you are in a city where you're living like that, don't you as a community want to think about why and want to change it rather than say everyone lock and load, we're going to Costco? I don't get it. I don't relate to this type of thinking in any way, shape, or form. For that, I would leave if I had the resources and go live someplace where I do not have to bring a semi-automatic weapon to go pick out some vegetables. Doesn't that seem a bit bizarre? We're supposed to normalize that? Why is that normal? Why is that on the table? Why is that on the menu? Good luck.
Good fucking luck.
Good luck, Earth, on this episode of Raw Food.